Well, after 6.5 years living in this house, remodeled about every aspect of the house.
Yeah, like everything.
Taking out walls, redoing things. We're all emptied out. Leaving the shelves on the wall. She's empty, she's hollow, she echoes. Bathroom. Man. It's getting real now. It should be real, seeing as today we're signing the papers on the house. But everything's say goodbye. So weird to be in an empty house that's been so full of things and so much that we found that we just didn't need. It's amazing going down from 1,300 square feet down to, and 2 outbuildings, down to 300 square feet and a couple storage bays in the basement. So it really helps you realize how much stuff you don't actually need, that you just accumulate over time when you've got the room for it. If you've got the room, you use it. And now we're on to bigger and smaller things. Yeah, newer and smaller things. Where'd you go? Getting nostalgic over there? Oh, she's crying. Nice sunny day for a day to end up leaving the house, but gonna miss the backyard.
I'm not gonna miss weeding it.
Yeah, not gonna miss weeding it, but got the gazebo and deck and fire pit that I Craigslisted all the rocks for. We dug the back wall out of the backyard and put the retaining wall blocks in and planted everything. And so it's a nice backyard, but soon everything will be our backyard. So that'll be awesome new things. And with that, we packed up the rest of our things and hit the open road. It may have only been for 2 miles, but man, was it 2 miles of freedom.
We spent the first couple of nights in Sean's parents' backyard. We wanted to stick around until the house jet cleared. This gave the cats some time to settle in their new digs, watching out the windows and discovering all the cool places to hang out.
Eventually, it was time to leave for real. Our first couple of nights were super glamorous at a Cabela's parking lot and a service center as we made our way east towards Pennsylvania. Videoing anything because we're newbies. And we actually just made it to Warren, Pennsylvania, and parked in a Walmart parking lot because it's a little later and we didn't want to try. We're going for some boondocking land, and we wanted to actually take the Jeep, which is what we're in now, Alright, so to get everybody caught up, we have made our way away from the Allegheny National Forest because not really all much. There was like 3 spots probably that we found when we scouted that we could get into, and they would have been a pain. So wasn't a lot of stuff around, cool hiking and all that. It was up in the middle of nowhere, but there wasn't a lot of stuff to do. So we went and saw the Skywalk Bridge, as we may or may not have already put in.
An engineering masterpiece first constructed in 1882 to transport coal across the valley, the Kinzua viaduct was the longest and tallest railroad bridge in the world, at 301 feet high and 2,053 feet across.
By 1900, railroad cars became larger and heavier. A stronger bridge was needed. Workers spent just 4 months replacing the iron towers with steel towers. For generations, trains crossed the Kinzua Gorge via steam locomotive.
In 2003, a massive restoration effort was underway to preserve this engineering landmark. In July, the skies grew dark as a tornado ripped 11 of the 20 towers right from their foundation. In 30 seconds, nature brought the mighty span to its knees.
And
Watch your step.
we're getting to some rocky terrain, but then we actually made our way across Pennsylvania and made it to
Rickett Glen.
Ricketts Glen State Park, because there is a trail that we're on currently.
We're going downhill.
that has 20 plus waterfalls on it, and it's kind of like what we like to do. We like to hike and check out cool waterfalls and scenery.
And it rained yesterday. So.
Yes, and we got here Sunday night, and it rained all day Monday, so we should have good water flow in all these falls. And the trail is considered more difficult, so that should be exciting too. Once we get to it, we're on the moderate portion to get to the waterfall area, so we'll get back to you when we get some cool waterfalls. So far, this is pretty awesome. We've seen 8 or 9 waterfalls so far, and
Pretty big ones.
yeah, I think it was like 40-footer or something that we went by, and the lighting is crazy. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, this is the place to be if you're in eastern Pennsylvania. Awesome, amazing trail. We're nowhere near done, and it's just incredible. The sounds, the sights, everything is great about this place. So you got to check it out.
For sure.
So we're getting a little bit later in the day, 7.2 miles is to be expected, so now we're running into more people, but everybody seems to be enjoying themselves as they should with this environment. Hopefully you can hear us over the rush of the water. It's about everything you get here. It's just constant entertainment, constant visuals, so you're never going to be disappointed. I mean, we're walking by waterfalls right now. If you can't have a good time here, you don't enjoy nature. feels like we did a lot in this episode, and we've come a long way. From, obviously you saw selling the house to hitting the road and making it all the way from Michigan to Pennsylvania and having some cool experiences there. Sorry if we had your cup runneth over with waterfalls, but man, there was
a lot.
there were a lot of waterfalls, and it was really awesome. So we figured we'd try to show it to you as much as we could, and hopefully you'll see that and want to get out and do some hiking around there yourself. We're going to try to get better at having more themed storylines to everything. We're just getting used to this whole trying to film everything about your
And the
life.
lifestyle.
Yeah, and just getting used to the lifestyle, finding a place to stay every night, whether you're paying for it or whether you're boondocking. And we've done some boondocking and we've done some paying, and most of the time we've been off the cord. We've just been running on the solar, which has been really nice. So
Yeah.
we've had places where we parked that were full sun, and we've had places we parked and we just barely got some power in. So we've experienced the rich boondocking life and the power poor boondocking life, and we've made it work both ways. So there's all kinds of adventures in store that we've already got filmed and just getting ready to edit them up for you. If you're watching us on Instagram, you may have seen some of the places we've been already been to. That's a little more real time if you follow us on Instagram, and then because videos just take longer to get together and have the time to sit down and do that and edit it all together. So hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of what you saw here, and we're getting better at real time talking to the camera. It's so weird for us, we're not selfie people, so it's weird to look at a lens, hold it up in your face and pretend like people are there. So we're getting better at it as we go. We've got some better footage, so hopefully you stick around and enjoy all the places we're going.
New York next?
New York next. That sounds like a plan. We'll catch you guys in New York.